Hello, today I'm going to show you how to calculate the integral of dx divided by x3 minus 1. Okay? So this integral, you can rewrite it as integral of dx divided by, instead of x3 minus 1, I write x minus 1 times x2 plus x plus 1. Okay? And so to solve this integral, you have to first express this rational function as the sum of partial fractions. So 1 divided by x minus 1 times x2 plus x plus 1, you can write it as a divided by x minus 1 plus bx plus c divided by x2 plus x plus 1. Okay, therefore 1 will be equal to a times x2 plus x plus 1 plus bx plus c times x minus 1. Okay, in other words, 1 will be equal to a x2 plus ax plus a plus bx2 minus bx plus cx minus c. Okay, therefore 1 will be equal to a plus b times x2, that is this two term, plus a minus b plus c times x, that is this three term, plus a minus c. These are the constant. Okay, so if you compare each side of this equation, you can conclude that 1 is equal to a minus c, a minus b plus c is equal to 0, that is the coefficient of the x is equal to 0 because you don't have x on this side of the equation. Also a plus b is equal to 0 because you don't have x2 on this side of the equation. Okay, so if you solve this three equations, you'll get a will be equal to 1 divided by 3, b will be equal to minus 1 divided by 3, and c will be equal to minus 2 divided by 3. So all you need to do here is to substitute these values into this fraction, okay, into this equation. Okay, so if you do that, therefore this integral, the integral of dx divided by x minus 1 times x2 plus x plus 1 will be equal to, instead of a, I write 1 divided by 3, so 1, that will be equal to the integral of 1, that is dx divided by 3 times x minus 1, and then here I take the minus out, the integral of 1/3 x plus 2/3 divided by, so that is b, that is c, divided by x2 plus x plus 1 dx. Okay, you can make it a little bit simpler because so 1 divided by 3 is constant. I take it outside the integral of dx x minus 1. Here I basically take out the 1/3 out of the integral of x plus 2 divided by x2 plus x plus 1. Okay, times dx. So here, so the derivative of this denominator is equal to actually 2x plus 1. Okay, so I need 2x here. So what I can do, basically I can multiply this by, so let me write it again one more time. That will be 1 divided by 3 integral of dx divided by x minus 1 minus 1 divided by 3. I can multiply the numerator here by 2 and then divide it as well by 2 at the same time. That will be integral of 2x plus 4. So instead of 4, I write here 1, okay, plus 3. Okay, I did that because here the derivative of the denominator is equal to 2x plus 1. So I'm basically building that here. Okay, divided by x2 plus x plus 1 dx. Okay, so now what I need to do is basically, so here this one, that one will be equal to the integral of 1/3 integral of dx divided by x minus 1 minus 1 divided by 6, 3 times 2 is 6, integral of 2x plus 1 divided by x2 plus x plus 1 dx plus this term 3 divided by denominator. Okay, but 3 times 1 divided by 6 is equal to minus 1 divided by 2 integral of dx. Okay, And instead of x2 plus x plus 1, I write x plus 1 divided by 2 with the power of 2, okay? Because this one will be x2 plus x plus 1 divided by 4. Here I have 1, but here I have 1 divided by 4. Therefore, I write 3 divided by 4, okay? So the rest is relatively easy. Just remember from table of integral that we know the integral of dx divided by x2 plus a2 is equal to 1 divided by a tangent minus 1 x divided by a. Okay, so using this formula you can calculate this integral now. So this one now will be equal to 1 divided by 3. Integral of dx over x minus 1 is ln x minus 1. That is minus 1 divided by 6. Here, so the numerator is the derivative of the denominator. Therefore, this integral will be equal to ln x2 plus x plus 1. Okay, minus 1 divided by 2 times. So here, so a is basically a square root of 3 divided by 2, because a2 is 3 divided by 4, therefore a will be the square root of this one, which will be square root of 3 divided by 2. And this integral will be equal to 1 divided by a, that is 1 divided by square root of 3 divided by 2, which will be 2 divided by square root of 3, okay, inverse of that, times tangent minus 1 x, and in this case x is basic x plus 1 divided by 2, that is x plus 1 divided by 2, divided by a, that is square root of 3 divided by 2. And since it is inverse, that you can multiply it by 2 divided by square root of 3. Okay, plus c, which is the constant of the integral. You can make it a little bit simpler, that is 1 divided by 3, ln x minus 1 divided by 6, ln x2 plus x plus 1. So this 2 is out, that will be minus 1 divided by square root of 3, tangent minus 1. So here you can write 2x, okay, plus 1, because 2 times x plus 1 divided by 2 is 2x plus 1, divided by square root of 3 plus c, which is the constant of the integral. Okay, and that is the solution to our integral. I hope you found this video helpful. If you are interested, please feel free to subscribe to this channel so that you get updated when I upload new videos. Thank you.